There you go. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
And how you doing today?
Good. It's been a good day, relaxing. So.
Most definitely, most definitely. I have been looking forward to this interview from the time I first started doing interviews. I have followed you when I was active. I wanted to work with you. I thought you was one of the baddest girls in the game. I dare say you top 10 in my opinion.
Oh,
Seriously.
well, thank you. Thank you.
And it was very solidified by my partner Billy, because he loved you to death. Raves about you and stuff. And I hear a lot of people rave about you and stuff and everything. And it's like, to me, you good at what you do out of this piece. For real. How many years you been in the business?
It's been 3.5, almost 4. So.
3.5, 4 years. That is nice. And you have a body count when it comes to male talents that is top 10ish. You have worked with many top companies. What's the one thing that if someone asks you the most important lesson that you learned from being in the porn business?
Most important lesson I've learned would be own your own content and shoot what you want.
Which is true. Because it's a child that, well, what's a child? God dang it. I had the shit at the tip of my tongue. I couldn't say it right. A child that has his own. God bless the child that has his own. That is so true. So, Mama, let me do these particulars. We can get this interview on the road because I see Ain't Game about to fuck up today. Yes, it feels good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app on your phone or go to anchor.fm and get a profile today. I'm your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Find my porn links, my music links, and my social media links, as well as my where you can listen to the podcast, all with one link. allmylinks.com/porn rap star. I have 3 wonderful sponsors that I need to brag about. The first one being the Facebook of the LS community, lsworld.com. Get yourself a profile. Also, one of the hottest magazines in the game today, Eroticism Magazine. Go to eroticismmagazine.com. Get yourself a subscription monthly and get it either paperback, mailed to you, or digital. And last but not least, I got to rave about this. Melon owned, baby. Black excellence. It's Black History Month. We're talking about excitebunny.com. A great place for you fans who want to see good porn, and for you content creators, 90% profit. Plus, they got health care, and they will help you with legal problems if you have any. Name a site that will do all that for you. You can't. So get a profile at excitebuddy.com. And check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com. You can go to my page and listen to the podcast, or you can listen to me on the radio station. Either way, go to SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com and catch that good smoke. Now I'm about to shut up and let this future Hall of Famer, sexy, chocolate woman, that if you're watching videos, dude, you will be going to jerk off. Introduce herself.
Oh, well, thank you. That was great. I'm about to steal that and put it on like one of my headers.
Made the pussy wet with that with people. But go ahead, baby.
Type that up. No, thank you for having me. Lyric Sky here, hanging out on the podcast with y'all tonight.
Most definitely, most. Let's begin. 4 years ago, what got you into this wonderful business known as porn?
Um, let's see where it all began. Definitely Urban X Awards. I went to an award show and met Richard Mann out of all the talent.
Daddy long stroke.
So I was just a fangirl at the award show. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame that night, actually.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and said, "You know what? What are you doing here? Who are you? You know, asking me all these questions." And I said, "Oh, I'm nobody, just hanging out, just little lyric." And he was like, "Okay, well, change that." So he gave me I'd say a list of about 8 things to do. It was long, and most people probably would have been like, ah, whatever. But he said if I did those things, and he gave me a call, he would give me a call in about 2 to 3 weeks. He said, so I gave him my number, and I was like, Richard Mann's not gonna call my phone. But I went home and I set up all the accounts, did everything he told me to do. 3 weeks later, he gave me a call, and it's been history since then.
Okay, let's unpack that, shall we? All right. When you got on set, what some of the things that Richard Mann did to relax you? You probably never thought you were gonna be, or what have you. What's some of the things that he do, and I call it pre-care, what producers and male talents do to help the lady become comfortable, to get the best out of her when it's time to shoot?
Definitely just making sure we were on the same page about everything, what we're shooting. Everything, was taken care of, documentation. He made me feel comfortable, who I wanted on set. Did I want a closed set? I mean, all this stuff, I didn't know what any of it meant. I'm just like, okay, there's cameras and lights everywhere. This is great. Um, I started the porn game off jumping straight into it, working with, I did my first gangbang with Richard Mann, Pussy Bandit. Yeah.
Good night.
So I got an introduction into the game like, hey, this is, let's get to it. But go big or go home is what I say. And he made me feel so comfortable on set that we're just shooting, a regular video together, just sitting there talking almost.
So was you nervous? And how did you do? I know it was you nervous. What was your emotions like when you was about to shoot and you stepped on set?
Oh my goodness. I was so nervous, and then there's lights everywhere. So then you just start sweating. You're like, okay, I'm sweating. Now I'm hot. Oh my goodness, everybody's looking at me. Now they see this. There's a million things going through your head. Um, but then you just feel comfortable with the talent you're working with. That's why it's important to, choose what you do. You set your own way in this game. So he made me feel comfortable because I wanted to be there, and it was something that we were all on the same page. And when you cut and break and stop, all that, you do it to your own liking. And I was very comfortable the whole entire time.
Almost definitely. So, and this was your first scene was just with Richard Mann, and then you later did gangbang, correct?
No, I met Richard Mann at the award show, and then we
And you
didn't shoot
did the
together.
gangbang for your first shoot. God damn.
So it was 2 years later I shot my first scene. Yes.
Oh my God. You didn't just jump. Woman, you dove head deep. You did it. You jumped completely in the pool. You're like, no, I ain't dipping my toe. No, 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 no. I'm getting in face deep. So tell us about the game, man. Paint the picture for us.
Let's see. It was God goodness. You want the typical big black cock gangbang. That was it. You got Richard Mann, Jonathan Jordan, which I guess I know a lot of people know from Brazzers Bang Rose.
Yeah.
We had goodness. It was an airtight, so all holes filled. And I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means, but yeah, we can try that. That sounds great.
So you had anal, pussy.
Yes, and so I've only ever released 2 anal scenes, and that is one of them. So my first
Do you
one.
do anal normally in your life?
In my personal life, I do enjoy it, yes. But
Okay.
you're not going to see it much on camera now.
Yeah, like, because I mean, them were 3 huge cocks, yo. Huge dick. And talking about pussy man in the
Yeah.
air. So how turned on with you? Because I know you enjoyed the attention. No, period.
Very, very attractive black men, yes. They all
I'm
go.
sure I'm sure you would turn there. All these dudes just want to fuck the shit.
They know they didn't
Good looking.
They had no idea who I was. It was, my first scene. So they're like, oh, Lyric Sky. Okay, we got Lyric Sky here. Let's, roll with it. It was kind of like an introduction, kind of casting couch thing, how we rolled with it. So that was pretty much it was a scene just like that. It was very natural, kind of how it unfolded.
So on camera, we are because as professionals we have to think of certain things to think about. You learn with Richard day that kind of you film movie?
Just learning from the whole network of all of them. Definitely angles what we're looking at. I mean, they're not you have to think about what people want to see. They're not just wanting to look at your back the whole entire time. So you got to make sure that your cameraman's moving this way. You got to make sure your eyes, you want to give them those fuck me eyes. And I like to give that look and make sure you hit the camera with that. Or if you're giving a blowjob, that's very important to make that eye contact. Everybody can suck dick. I mean, it's not okay, great, but make sure you make it look great. It's different.
Oh yeah, great job at that with them pretty eyes. I swear.
Thank
Because I'm
you.
not saying stop. You got a banging ass body. You gorgeous. You know. Work. Unlike not a lot of people come in the game work and working with professionals. A lot of times, my homeboy next door, my only, period. How was it for you, that level? What you're filming? It's kind of like once you fuck with a baller, you can't fuck with nothing less type situation. You feel me?
Yes, that was cool. That's hard, I would say, because I didn't realize how like in depth it was gonna go. You should have seen. You don't think about all that. I tell all the girls now that are thinking about getting into it, think about the future. Think about a year or two down the road. Are you still gonna be shooting this? Who's gonna see it? So learning that from that network of people, the Team VP system, Mr. Nuts, I've learned so much from them from the production side of things. Going forward, everything I put out now, I wanted to make sure you're like, ooh, that looked good. If you're not saying that, I had a fan one time message me, it was great, but the camera could have been better, the angles. And I was like, okay, nope, stop. I sat down, we changed everything. You got I said, oh, we will not be putting out anything. And I don't work with people. Like when people send me emails and say, hey, can we work together? Or you shoot your shot or whatever, your application, people want to call it. I don't care. But if I go to your stuff and it's not the quality I'm looking for, if you want to work with me, then you're gonna have to shoot the quality I'm wanting. If you're putting me out anywhere.
Oh no, I totally understand it because it's about staying on brand. I tell females the way that you were introduced, that's how they want to see you. Exactly. And even if you were introduced as an amateur, once you go pro, now they want to see you as a pro. They don't want to see you go back.
And that's why I love being that independent artist still. I own my own content. Lyric Sky Entertainment is mine. So I shoot that at home content. I mean, I just put out a mukbang the other night, and that went crazy. And it was an 8-minute video I shot at home, but I made sure it looked good at home.
Yeah, because people don't realize the prep for a scene. It can be the smallest shit. You got to prep for that shit. I mean, straight up, even with a man, he has to prep. Like in my days, I didn't have sex for that week. I made sure to drink a lot of juice so when she tastes that nut, it don't taste so bitter. Period.
The pre-care and the aftercare that make all of it in between worth it.
Yeah. Because I heard one girl say, what is going on with these dudes' hygiene? I'm like, look, fellas, I'm telling you this now. When you walk in, when you're about to shoot, go in the bathroom and wash your nuts, man. Don't sit there and say, yeah, I took a shower earlier. Motherfucker, you wearing clothes. Your balls can sweat. And I doubt she want to take salt.
No. It's one of those things where hygiene on set is important, everybody. I mean, and the craziest thing, your partner in crime, Mr. Billy Pilgrim, shout out to him. He is one of the best male talents to work with as far as making sure that the female is taken care of, because there's a number of things that go into before you shoot, because it's stressful. You worry about, what do I look like? Who's, all this other stuff. And your body's a natural thing. Everything happens. You sweat, just take care of yourself. So he provides all of that and makes sure that the women are taken care of. And I do enjoy that.
Yeah, because even when I was, saying, like, for example, she needed help lotioning up. I helped lotion her up. Period. If she needed help putting on her clothes, I helped put on her clothes. It's like this. When they needed help putting the instead in, I was down to do that for them.
Every man out there needs to take note right now. Can we get take
And
out
you
your
know how many
notebook?
times I had to pull an instead out of a girl's pussy? Yeah, yeah. Didn't flinch and put it. And once she clean in, I'm like, lay back, spread your legs. I put it in there for it. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? Because it actually makes the girl feel more comfortable around you when you
Yes.
do stuff like that, and it also it turns her on. To keep it real,
Hmm. It's because
because
it's actually you showing that you care. We're doing
yeah,
this together. It's a
yeah,
whole process.
yeah, most definitely and stuff. So when guys step to you, what do you look for you to say I would do content trade with you? What they got to
Mm.
bring?
You are going to need to be able to present me with all your social media platforms, of course, whether that be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't care what you're on, OnlyFans. Let me see what you have. Have you built platforms for yourself? Okay, great. Now, where is your content posted? Is it only on OnlyFans? Okay, so that's all you're doing. Well, then that's probably not best for me because that's not what I'm shooting for right now. So
Mhm.
there's levels to it, and you have to show your credentials before we say let's work together.
Yeah,
Not that
because I
new people. It's just if you're a new talent coming into the game, you should take the time to put into yourself before you say let me try to work with someone else.
yeah, because iron sharpens iron. Even in my day, it was you want to work with someone that is in the business that's experienced,
Yes,
even if she's a female. It's a dude, especially a dude, because our job is to stay hard. Period. And
y'all have
when you,
a job.
yeah, we have a hard job. We got to keep it hard in some very unfavoring situations. People don't realize that cameraman get up and close and personal with your balls and dick. Believe it or not.
Yeah, balls, dick, booty, hole, all in there for the men.
Yes, Lord. I done had one sitting there behind me like he about to fuck me from the back to get that doggy style pose for the over the top.
Yep,
And
but that's the best
it's,
look. You gotta do it.
yeah, period. So it's people don't realize what we do is hard and it's a job. From the positions that we may do, they may not be comfortable, you know,
Exactly. So if
because
someone sends me an email or message, I make sure I explain all that to them, or if they ask me in person, I explain all that. But in my email, if they don't provide any of those things, or if they can't show me anything in person, then take time to put it to yourself first, and then we can work together after.
most definitely. So when you're on set or what have you, tell me, well, your personal set. Tell me your personal setup. How you run your set.
For me, okay. So first, we're gonna sit, make sure we get IDs, 2257s, all that, model release, get all that out of the way because it's gonna be in the pain in the butt later if we don't do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So take care of all that. Then I like to, this past year, I really like to do photos first
Mm-hmm.
because OnlyFans, Instagram, all that is what puts you out there. So
Yeah.
that brings them in. So I make sure I do good photo sets first. It goes out onto my Southern Charms. Shout out to Salacious Perceptions, my
No,
photographer.
she don't got herself a charge. That's one of the first. That
You
Christopher
know,
says
hey, I'm
rude.com.
one of the only black women on Southern Charms. So
Definitely. And Southern Charms ain't bad now. I tried to do Southern Gents, but when they told me I had to have exclusive content, I'm like, come
yeah,
on.
no.
I
Southern,
can't
but
even.
Southern Charms, if you want those photos of classic, like raw lyrics guy, that's where I'm on there. I am. So I do all the photos and everything for that first before a shoot. And then it's discuss the scene beforehand, and I like to play it out natural and do it in as one shot as possible, one or two. Um, just it makes it easier for editing and easier for shooting together. Just the more natural, the better.
Yeah. So do you do role play skits a lot in
Yeah,
your scenes?
I do have some out there. But I like a nice scene or an actual storyline. So that's what lyricskyxx.com. You're going to find it on my website, those full scenes. So it's not that OnlyFans, just a clip
Hmm.
here and there. I
Yeah.
put out full in depth. Yes, there's a storyline, full scenes. I do
Because
porn.
Because to me, that's what's missing in this game is storytelling and sensualness. Sensualness is starting to come back.
Yes.
Period. Because I tell male talents, you can't. I, I hate watching a scene where a dude just fucks her hard for 20 fucking minutes. He don't
No.
change the pace. He don't play to the camera. You know what I'm saying? He just look like a horny ass teenager just got him some first piece of pussy.
And it's like any man can do that.
Yeah. So shoot. So to me, I think like do you kiss during well, of course you kiss during scenes. How important is it for you to make the scene sensual and sexy for your brand?
I think that's lyrics guy. That's when you Google me, that's what you're gonna come up with. Sensual, sexual, erotic. That's me. That's what I want porn to stand for when you think of lyrics guy. So all of it's gonna be that sensual type of I mean, sensual and sexy can be still that triple X hardcore porn, but it
Mm-hmm.
still looks good.
And you want to be honest, that's what we grew up on. Because you didn't see Mr. Marcus pound the shit out of a chick. He was making love to her ass on camera. Even with
Exactly.
Wesley Snipes, what shit he talked, he still was.
Exactly. And you know what? Speaking of Mr. Marcus, I got to be on a yacht party with him last year, and he's just like that in person. He's a very and you want to see that like grown, sexy, sensual, chocolate, seduction on camera. It's still a thing.
Most definitely, most definitely.
It's an art.
So, so, so the other part of this is, I know you done content houses or what have you.
Mm-hmm,
Tell me the good and bad of content houses.
mm-hmm. The good of content houses, you get to meet a ton of new talent, ton of new people. The pandemic, it killed, the porn
Yeah.
game was what people say. But I like to think it opened it up to creating in a new way. And I got to
Mm-hmm.
meet some of the most interesting, most creative people at content houses and shoots. So that's the great thing about those. The downside, uh, you got to be careful. You got to be, this is a business. Your body is your business.
Mm-hmm.
Testing, talent testing, all that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure you have someone in the house that is on top of all of that, because
Mm-hmm.
we're just not out here willy nilly just fucking. It's not what it is. So that's the downside, making sure all the talent is tested and all that's taken care of. I'm not a huge fan of having, fans at the talent houses because that's when it gets a little rocky.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, I'm all for it. I think hosting events is a great way for all of us to network in the game and all of us to learn new things.
Yeah. Now, have you ever? Now I know people getting their feelings in some of these content houses. Let's keep it real. I keep it real on my podcast. I don't pull no punches. Yeah, no, we don't pull no fucking punches at the smokers lounge. All right, let's talk
Okay.
about it getting in their feelings because I
Mm.
know there's guys that like you that be at them content houses. How many times have you seen? We ain't got to give names. We don't give names here. Well,
Yeah, I
not
know.
premium smoke room. We do, but I'm about to do that advertisement later. But speak to motherfuckers getting in their feelings, not just the men, but also the women, and how much is counterproductive to that content house.
Uh, I'll say this first for the male talent. Uh, we aren't there to fuck you off camera. So that's the number one. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to applaud that because I do not agree with talent fucking off camera, but
Yeah, it,
that's just
it's
me.
it's business. I mean, we're at work. You're not. If you want to fuck your boss on the side at work, that's bad. So we're not
Mm.
doing
Yeah.
it. But for the women, it's not about you. It's a content shoot. We're all there. We're all creators. We all do the same thing. I fuck just like you do on camera. So you
Mm-hmm.
aren't bigger than me just because your name's bigger. I don't care if you've won this award, been nominated for this. We're all here to do the same thing. So don't act like a prima donna of the house. Make sure you have the right house etiquette to people. It just be a talent that other talent want to work with, because that's what a
Yeah.
content house is. You select who you want to work with, who the people are you want to put your brand with. So
Mm-hmm.
you learn a lot about people at the content houses because you usually stay there
Yeah.
with them. You see them for 3 and 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So what people come back and say about you after is usually the truth.
Yeah. Because even to me, when I sit there and think about the content houses, is that like I done heard situations where the female, some of the male, she didn't work with all the male talent, or the
Yeah.
male talent didn't work with all female. Me
Yeah.
personally, if you're at a content house, I'm the kind of person I can do a scene with you and not physically be attracted to you. That's how
Yep.
professional I am.
And I won't talk to you the rest of the day.
Basically, period. I mean, seriously, because at the end of the day, I'm there to get content. I'm not there to get pussy,
Yep.
period.
So
And a
don't
lot of men,
harass me the whole time I'm there.
yeah, he's sitting there following you around. Lyric, you want to go out to eat? Lyric, you want to get some
Mhm.
drinks?
And it's like if I will say this to all men, I will approach you if that's what I want.
My mama said that. She said she want to fucking shoot at She'll give you
Yep.
the green light.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
I'm a
Yeah.
grown ass woman. I don't need you to do that.
But see, I think what it is a lot of time men, they're so used to throwing it at women and women throw it back. They don't know how
Mm.
to handle it when they run to a female that ain't about that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen that happen too many times, yo. Period. I've heard of one guy, he on set, professional set. It was on Black on Blondes. This
Mm.
motherfucker asking girls out on dates, goddamn, have he just shot with them? I'm like, you a dummy.
No, don't do that. And I will say for the men also, just because you don't get picked to shoot a scene or a certain like with a certain female talent does not mean that she doesn't want to work with you. It just might
Yeah,
mean that that time what she's needing to shoot doesn't fit your brand also.
yeah.
Because I've had people that it took us almost a year and a half, almost 2 years to connect to even shoot. And we've been at the same
Mm-hmm.
content houses, not because I didn't want to shoot them. We've been close friends and keep in contact. So
Yeah.
you have to know it's a professional thing, not a personal thing.
And see, too, also, this is one thing that men don't take into account. This is because I grew up with women. Dick just ain't dick, pussy's pussy. What I mean by that, so people can understand. Dicks have different shapes and sizes. So
Yep.
you talking about Miss Lyrical Sky shoot with 4 dudes. She shoot with 4 different dicks. Do you understand? That wears a pussy out.
Yeah, I don't want four big ass huge dicks up in a
Yeah,
scene together.
yeah. It wears it out. So you know what I'm saying? Like even with girls go to the convention, they have to pace themselves.
Yes, I have a
So
set schedule if I go to a convention where there's a certain amount of slots. This is who I'm shooting with, and this is it. You know,
yeah. And then also you got to think about how many people the male talent shot with before he got there.
and that falls back onto the negative of the houses. The whole testing thing. How many bodies do you have on yours? So that's the
Mm-hmm.
downfall of that.
Yeah, 'cause I tell people it's just only good as the last person you fuck. They don't tell you about
Exactly.
the next 30 days, they tell you about the last 30 days. And
Yep.
they don't realize how much we have to curb our sex life. Speak to that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things where you think about the time and money that goes into testing. We People message us all the time saying, "Oh, let's hook up," or "Okay, you fuck on camera, so why can't we just hook up and do this?" Because I don't hook up with people. I have a paper, I have a test, I have all this. You can go on a portal and see my information. What do you have? You want to talk about me, but I know what I'm doing. I know who I've been with. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm secure in that. We're not out here. This is an industry. It's a business. Like I said, our bodies are our business.
Mm-hmm.
So we're taking care of that. We're not out here just out in the streets out here on Tinder doing hookups like people
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Because the point being is you got to not only think about yourself, you got to think about your fellow co-stars, and if you're married, about bringing something home.
Yeah, and you have to think about that in your future.
Yeah.
It's more important than okay. Oh, I want to shoot this person because it looks great. Well, maybe that
Mm-hmm.
person's test don't ain't great. Let's think about that.
True that. True. Which goes to my point. A lot of girls choose the male talent that they work with based off how bad they want to fuck them, not their cliche or their personal sexual history. How much of a mistake is that?
uh, for me, I don't shoot that way. I know some. I've met some in the industry that do. They dick chase like that. That's great if that's your look. It works if you're a great talent. I don't ever talk down anybody's game because it does sell for people like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say this though, we all have that scene that we regret shooting with that person. So think about that
Yeah.
when it comes to your career, 3 to 4 years down the line when that video is still out there and they're comparing, oh, well, Lyrics got shot with so and so, so no, she must think the same thing that they do. Because think about who you're
Yeah.
working with. Look, I do your research before you work with somebody. I do a lot of research before I work with people.
Which is very important. Now, with that being said, we come to the part of the show where the pussies go dry and the dicks go limp. Let's talk business.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, there's ups and there's downs in this business, from the money and everything else. Speak to first the ups and downs of the business, the misconceptions that when you come in, you making a shitload of money, you're gonna be rich, you're gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah. Okay. I will to all you youngins out there. This is for the ladies that want to just jump in the game because they see, all the Instagram and Twitter glory and fame, the cars and all that shit. Whatever. Okay. You aren't gonna get a check or anything or all this money fall into your account unless you are shooting with major companies just off the bat. You signed a contract, you own nothing, they own you. So
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get, 2 to 3, maybe 4 checks for $1,500. But the more you do, the more they're gonna pay you. So you're selling out completely to make sure that you're making that money first.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it that way. You don't have to do it that way. Um, I had that offered to me. I know people that have done it that way, and that's great. But owning your own content is key. I will say that, and the checks aren't going to roll in until you put the time in on yourself. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
girls in the top 1% on OnlyFans, they're shooting content every day. They have carpal tunnel because their fingers hurt because their phones are in their hands all day long. They're still working. So we put the work in to make sure that the money is flowing in. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna keep it 100% real. People can talk shit if they want to. I did not see a full like return in money and stuff I was putting in until after about a year and a half in the game.
Yeah. People don't realize this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I mean, once I had platform set up, people knew who I was. I had gone to events. I was learning, putting time into learning what I needed to know about the industry. Then the money came in, and now I have revenue where I don't think about certain things, but that's because I took the time to do it.
True
So
that,
the
true
money is
that.
not going to come right away. Do not jump in it for the fame and glory and the clout of the I got a 9 million views on one video. Okay, great. What's next? What do you do next?
Yeah, because
You
you
know,
can't make a million off of one video. Only Jimmy Smack got that lucky.
yeah,
And he ain't been
it's
that lucky
not
since.
gonna
He
happen.
ain't been that lucky since.
No,
Because that
and
what people don't understand. That what people don't understand. He made his million off of one video with Selena Power getting head in a motherfucking car wash. 6 minutes. And he ain't seen that million since. But y'all think he's making millions. No, he ain't.
nope. Nope.
No, bro. No. The only thing that helped him is because he made a million.
Yep.
OnlyFans decided they wanted to release it in the news, which once again goes back to my thing I've been saying: the devaluation of the porn business and the porn star by social media and society. Because what it basically is, I don't need to be a porn star to do porn and make money. Not
Mm-hmm.
realizing the work that we have to put in, which is a great
Yep.
segue.
People
How
think if they
much?
have an iPhone, they're a porn star.
Yeah. Speak to the work that we have to put in behind the scenes, from the promotion, from the editing, from the marketing, all the stuff that they don't see.
Definitely. I will say it takes a team. You had to at first I was, trying to learn how to edit, trying to learn how to shoot, edit, promo, do
Mm-hmm.
everything on my own. It's like there's no way you're gonna figure out all that on your own. You have to sit and ask questions. You have to ask for help. I I've just now gotten to the point where I feel comfortable, editing and putting out my own promo stuff because I've sat and learned how to from production people such forth as like Mr. Nuts and Richard Mann, or I mean, even I mean, Carrie from Salacious Perceptions. We've shot and done a lot of stuff together the past year and learned a lot from each other. Shout out to Diamond Trio because he is a production like behind the scenes guru.
He's
He
a
learned,
beast.
yes. So
He's
it's
a
those
beast.
people in the industry. He's been there for me also, Diamond Trio, since day one. Diamond Trio Entertainment. If you have, those people behind you like that,
Mm-hmm.
that's how you get out the videos and the people know who you are finally. Because I will tell you, last week I set and I did a video. I set up a whole entire set for one. I have office slash studio now. Set up a whole set. It took a day, almost 2 days. Record the video, which takes, another hour to getting all the stuff, putting the money into the costume or the outfit or whatever you're doing, hair, makeup, even though I'm at home because I still have to look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all of that. I mean, that's just an at home video. People don't think about your plane ticket, your hotel room, all that's not always paid for a scene that's going to be yours. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you have to put the time, money, and energy into that. Learn how to use, an editing software. Learn how to edit that. Get a logo that looks good for you that you can put on everything, put your brand out there. So I've had to, ask questions, put the time in to do all that. And it is, it's taken time. Candace Vaughn has
Yeah.
been a hell of a mentor for me. I
Yeah,
love
but that's a legend right there. That name right there speaks volumes.
that big sis.
Speaks volumes.
That
That's
is
my boo.
That is my big sister in the industry for real. I've learned so much from her, just from a female aspect of
Mm-hmm.
being a queen, a female in the industry, and
Mm-hmm.
creating a brand for yourself. She is, if you want a work ethic and know how to keep your gears turning 24/7. We're always working, and she's someone that I learned how to put the work in from her for real. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it takes a lot of work.
yes,
Period. And that's what ends up happening with a lot of these girls. That's why they be in like 6 months and they gone. They ain't been
because
here for a year.
with it, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes a lot and stuff.
And
We,
that's
go
why
ahead.
Richard won first. Sorry, that's why the first thing he said was he gave me a list and said, do these 8 things. And, he said most people would never have done that. If you take the time to do that, he said that I know you're going to take the time going forward because it was a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, he gave me every platform you could think of to set up an account. That shit, it took about 2 weeks to do all of it.
And tell me it feel good to get multiple checks
God,
versus one.
you know, doing taxes is interesting when you have to fill out different.
Look, that's why I got down to five. I was like, look, I ain't about to sit here and explain all these. Nah, here's the job. Y'all take that. Fuck that shit. Nah. So also the other thing I love about you is one, the fact you wear heels. Okay, that a lot of motherfuckers don't do that no goddamn more.
What?
And you make it speak to that.
Yes. I've got to work since it's been with Team VP and being with them. With G is one of their main personas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for him, black elegance is really a thing. Like, and for me,
Yes.
I've always wanted to stand for that. People already look down on porn. I'm already naked in front of a camera. Oh well. Give them something to be like, dang, it looks good at least. So that's something. Um, it just making it look beautiful and erotic and elegant, sexual, but sensual is really been the whole thing. That's going forward. That's all I'm looking at and all I want. So that's what I think porn should be.
Yeah, because to me it's like because like I be talking to some of my smoke buddies, and I be like, look, next fucking photo shoot, man, wear some goddamn heels. Because I swear,
Yes.
ladies
Let's
don't realize how in
it
this
up.
day and age they don't realize how sexy heels are and
Yes, men
how
want to see the leg, the little poop in the calf. It gives the butt a
yeah.
little. It makes you walk. It makes you sit and stand different. It even makes you. I tell myself, even though I'm getting up, going to my office, which is right next to my bedroom,
Yeah.
if I do my makeup or I feel sexy, then it's probably gonna be something good. It's gonna look good. If
Mm-hmm.
you make yourself good. So.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I did what I guess they call it a thread, a Twitter thread, where I
Hmm.
said, "Damn." And I tagged every male talent I could, told him to tag, where I need to see suit pictures. Everybody was giving suit pictures, goddamn it, from Dallas Stokes to even Richard Mann his damn self. And I said, black porn stars, we look good in suits. Why we don't wear them no more?
But
Period.
every Team VP event, they make sure that you bring dress wear.
Yeah.
And I do like that. I make sure, I mean, didn't want to see you in what they would go out in with you. You don't always have to have a stripper outfit on, put
Yeah.
something else on for them, or a full set of sexy lingerie that matches, give them something good that's not just the bedroom
Mhm.
outfit.
No, cause even with me, I like a good form-fitting dress I can work around in some heels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she don't come out the dress. You know what I'm saying? Because not every scene you need to be butt ass naked.
Mm-mm.
Because sometimes her being somewhat clothed, if it ain't nothing but the dress squinched around her waist, is sexy and makes the scene pop even more.
Yep.
The little things.
I think so completely on all of that, all four fronts of that.
Yeah, because I be looking at like some of the dress you be wearing. I be like, God damn, boy, she be picking some goddamn fire.
I mean, it makes you think of like a Pam Grier, or even like I
No,
just
she didn't say. How old are you, girl? No, you didn't
oh
say
I'm
Pam Grier. You has to be in my damn age bracket talk about some Pam Grier. I bet
listen,
not
I'm an
30.
old soul. Thank you very much.
See, I see you to watch some black exploitation films. Stop playing.
Oh, I do my research. I love black porn and like black women in history that paved the way for me to be able to do this shit.
Yeah, because I saw one of the scenes that you did. It was Foxy's birthday party or something like that. You had the
Yeah.
fro. Y'all was going with the '70s shit, and I like that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's like people don't get into the bag of fantasy as much now as they used to. You
No.
know, and it's kind of like even to the point like cosplay,
Yeah.
much stuff that people can do, period. And how much do you try to keep variety within your content that you're not giving them the same thing different day?
For me, you're gonna see, and people get mad about that, like, oh, so you don't have one thing you specialize in. No, you're gonna see everything. I have, BDSM fetish. You're gonna see everything on my platform, from Lyric Sky to Mistress Sky to Sexy Elegant to I'm all of it. It's gonna be different categories for everyone across the
Let me
board.
find out you a peg the stallion.
Oh, bring it, toot and booted. It's okay.
Oh, wait a second. We done some pegging?
Oh yeah, listen, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you this. Can I ask every girl? Tell me having a dick don't make you feel powerful.
I don't even know if it's a power thing. I think it's more of a pleasure thing, because I know like pegging men, it's a lot of men enjoy that. So it's me
Yeah.
pleasing you. It's enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I noticed a lot more men are into pegging. It's like about 6, 7 years ago, you couldn't get a man to admit that he like it in his ass.
Never.
You couldn't even get them to admit they like rimming. Now they love rimming and pegging. And trust me, I do pegging, but you can rim me all day. You can lick that asshole. I ain't gonna be mad
Yeah,
at you.
exactly. I done lick Richard Man's booty hole. He enjoy that.
Oh, I seen that. I seen it. I seen it. I was jealous. I was like, damn, I was out with Richard Man. She looked so sexy with a tongue in his ass. Damn, how you do that? How you pull off sexy with a tongue in a man's ass? That's why I said you top 10, goddamn it, because everything you do looks sexy from your sex basis. Even one of the pictures that I like, you had on this lingerie, I think a blondish rig.
hmm
You was making a silly face squeezing your tits, and I said, "How the fuck you make silly look sexy?" I'm like, I bet you just wake up in the morning, it's just motherfucking sexy as shit. No makeup, no nothing.
Nah, no, I be looking. The fro be looking rough in the morning. Let me tell you. For all my natural hair queens out there, y'all know what the hair looks like out the bonnet.
You say I got what you got? You got that bed head, huh?
Mhm. They know what it look like.
Oh God! See, that's why I got to bring you back on this show. I see me, you gonna be chopping it up a lot on the podcast. Oh my God! I love see this. I've been waiting for this. You just don't know right now. This just made my year.
Oh my goodness, thank you. No, thank you for having me. For real.
Oh, definitely. We ain't finished yet. We got a little bit more to go.
I
But shoot, but yeah, it's just like even to the point that like your thickness, like you tits and ass, you and I have to ask, no disrespect, any enhancements? All
The,
natural.
the no, the titties have been enhanced a tad, but they're not too crazy.
See, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Thank you for keeping it looking natural with the enhancement, because some people you can fucking tell. I can even tell you got enhanced. I just
Mm.
asked.
No, I'm always honest about it because I mean, if you go back and look at older videos, you can kind of tell, but not unless you just super up on me.
Mm. And shit, you look no different. You just getting sexy with time. So now, how much do you work out? Because I see the body stay tight.
I've always had a athletic body. I played sports growing up, so
I
but
figured that.
yeah, I try to work out at least I say 3 times a week, at least.
So let me guess. You ran track.
I ran track in middle school and high school, but I played basketball for 17 years. So,
So you sexy, can fuck, suck, and can shoot a 3-pointer. God damn, girl, you
oh yeah,
wifey
I
material.
would blow the
You
fuck
goddamn wifey material. Me ain't gonna be asked to marry you, but like, yeah, I marry her. He gonna be tall. He gonna be able to hoop. Goddamn. Lyric, marry me, please.
I do. I love sports. That's like, yeah.
See, that's another reason why I'm going to get your ass on the show so we can talk some sports. Because I don't have no one to talk sports with. I have no one to talk sports with.
I will do a smoke, sex, and sports podcast.
All right, fuck around. You to be in the co-host to a podcast like that with me. All right. Cause I like co-hosting with, because like with Marie Daly and Princess Abby, even Billy, me and Billy got a podcast now. And I like doing, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't mind doing a podcast with people, as long as I know we can hook up on a weekly basis. And two, I pre-record, period. But I know if they can bring something to the table, especially, and plus with the podcast and medium, a lot of porn stars are starting to jump into that.
It has gone. The podcast has been the thing this past year, I'd say.
Yeah, because
I love
because
it
one,
because you learn about people that you would never would know. Sometimes, honestly.
yeah, because you're to the point, and two, also the public or civilians, as we like to call them, want to know more, because I noticed 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you say you did porn, you get a nasty look. Now it's tell me
Oh,
more.
really? What do you tell me more?
Tell me more. What? How much money you make? How many dicks you fuck? What's like you do? They, period.
They
Because even to the point,
know.
yeah, because even to the point when I was just doing regular bullshit ass episodes, the episodes that boomed was the one where I discussed the porn business. Like the first one I did was dating a sex worker. Oh my God, that shit blossomed on the podcast. I said, damn, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I need to talk about it more often.
It needs to be talked about because I think a lot of people get into relationships or you see these women online or whatever on Instagram and you think we're obtainable, like unobtainable or just like crazy people. We're real people. We have real lives. We have real relationships. It's real shit. Like we're real. So we live the same lives that you do almost. And I think it needs to be talked about more because you might end up dating a porn star and not even know it. Shit, you might see me in the supermarket and not know it. We're normal people.
Yeah, because what people realize is we do have families, we do have kids, we do have
Yeah.
jobs. That's the
It's
biggest
okay
misconception.
you come into a porn star one day. I think that should be, made to be okay. I grew up in a household where sex was never talked about. And look, I'm a fucking porn star. Maybe we should talk about it.
Well, shit, I grew up in a house where where they talked about it, I still became a porn star. So,
You knew about it though. You were, either or. I think it
yeah,
needs to be talked about. It's
yeah, because one, so that people can understand when you come into this is a business,
yes.
and to work properly. Because even like when I heard about the Miami Exotica, I heard how many content creators was there, including Miss B
Mm.
Nasty, which I consider ground zero for half the problem in the business, because she was one to post how much her ass made that made all these girls decide they want to bring their ass to OnlyFans.
Yep.
And it's funny how she went from being an OnlyFans girl to now she's trying to shoot actually straight up porn. Yeah. Because if you want to continue to make money in this business, you're gonna have to step your game up. Sorry, people. You ain't gonna be able to keep doing that amateur shit all the time and think that shit gonna sell. They're gonna get tired of it. Fans will get tired of it. Porn fans are fickle as shit, and that's just the truth.
I mean, I'll say this: if you and I don't. All of us are in. We're all sex workers. So if you're a
Mm.
content creator only, that's great. Even girls I work with are only content creators. Yuli, she's one of the top on OnlyFans. Lisa Aries, one of the top on OnlyFans. But they still are brands and market themselves and come to the conventions and have a big professional brand and image of themselves and put out high quality content for their OnlyFans.
Yeah, yeah,
So don't
because
make
to me,
up the standard for that.
yeah, because people don't realize you have to evolve in this business.
Ah,
Because even from talking to Sarah J, and me and her had a good chop it up. You know,
yes. Shout out to Sarah J. Women in the
Sarah J
industry
is that
creating
okay.
fast.
She's so nice, yo. I was like, man, I'm blessed that she came on the show twice and willing to come back more.
I
And
got to sit next to her the night that she won her award at Urban X.
oh my God. And you know something? I hate that's gone, yo. I hate Urban X gone.
No,
God,
it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not gone. Stay
it's not.
tuned. Stay tuned for Urban X. It's not gone.
Yes, because I am sorry. We need Urban X.
It is. It's
Fuck it.
here.
I let no nothing against AVN, but we need some black shit. We need
Listen,
our porn BET. You feel me?
it is here. Urban X. Give it about 2 months. They'll start releasing stuff. But let me tell you, I think they stand for so much. It's a great industry. Gianna Taylor, shout out to her for creating.
Yes, aka I love stilts.
Yes, but Gianna, she is the woman behind that, and just it's
She
still
is
there. It's
so
not dead.
smart, yo. I had the pleasure of meeting her twice, yo. She is so intelligent, so nice and gorgeous and tall.
She's one of my idols in the industry for real. So I posted her. She's on my Black History post for on my IG. So check it out.
Most definitely. Yeah, because to me, I think, and I've been said that the black porn is coming back. You know,
Yeah,
from
call me.
even BDSM and the whole nine. You are a mistress. Ah,
Yeah.
BDSM. Hello, fellow Dom. How you doing today?
Ooh.
Yes, I'm a Dom. Oh yeah. So, so, when did you? How long you been in the lifestyle? How long you been in the BDSM lifestyle?
So this is crazy. It's funny. I've been in porn for 4 years, but I just, kind of fell into finding myself more in that
Mm,
side. It's only been about a year and a half.
mm,
Yep.
mm.
So I am learning, loving, exploring it more. Erotic Sky will be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait because I think the beauty about, like I tell anybody, the key to a BDSM scene is the authentic the
Absolutely.
authenticity. I'm sorry, I got that country accent to it. Because even when I did it, I wanted it to be as real as be and period. Hands down. So with you, like, how do you find yourself for your scenes?
Um, I will say this: I'm a switch more so, but
Okay.
when I for Dom mode for me, it's doing what I, know my sub is enjoying. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just out here willy nilly shooting whatever I think looks good on camera. If I shoot a wax play video, I want to make sure she's enjoying that. It's going to be essentially hot, sexy wax play. It's not going to be just like, I'm out here causing pain because
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the pleasure and making sure I'm more so that person, I'll say.
Most definitely. Well, shoot. Ah, I'm gonna have to, because I got me one more interview to do. I swear, if I had an interview, we'd be on here for another hour. Because I love talking to you, yo, for real. So, can I call you a smoke buddy and expect you to come back on a regular basis?
I can do that. It can be arranged. Be
Say no
arranged.
more. See, we have another smoke buddy. So, which means that you'll get to hear her in the premium smoke room. $4.99 a month, you get the opportunity to listen to 6 premium podcasts as well as extra premium episodes. $4.99 a month. So, and you get to hear her in some of them episodes where we're going to get a little bit more nastier, a little bit more freakier, and way more raunchier when we in the premium smoke room. So with that being said, Miss Scott, please tell everybody where they can spend money on you.
Of course. So definitely, lyricskyxx.com is where you're going to find all your full-length content for me. But if you want to find all my links, go to allmylinks.com/lyricskyxx.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. God dang it. I know I've done something in life. I didn't interview Lyric Sky. God dang it, man. And she'll smoke, but she gonna be coming back more episodes. This year just getting better and better. And that's with a rough spot with the COVID. Oh yes. So with that being said, people, you know how we end this all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke that over. Thank you for coming to the lounge, baby.
Thank you.
No doubt. And can't wait to bring you back.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, then. Take care.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Let me tell you about a great deal. Why don't you come on over to the Premium Smoke Room? There ain't no smoke like Premium Smoke. I'm talking about 4 premium podcasts. I'm talking about Miss Spit Queen and the Porn Rap Star. I'm talking about Pilgrim on Wrestling. I'm talking about Causing Havoc with Princess Havoc, as well as the Read Daily Report. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 STO Dark. Plus also extra premium episodes for some of the hottest ladies and gents in the business of porn. And all this for $4.99 a month. I'm talking about 5 to 6 extra episodes a week on top of the free shit that you get. So do the math. Great deal. Only on Spotify, only on Anchor. Come check me out. Come catch this premium smoke.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.